So you bought an AUG. First of all, I want to say, well, congratulations. It's an excellent rifle, and odds are it'll outlast you. But if you're new to the game, you might not know where to start. Whether yours has been sitting in the safe for 15 years, neglected, or you just picked it up at the FFL, I'm going to go over everything that you need to know as a new AUG owner. Now, I'm not going to go into the fancy rail system, suppressors, triggers, all that. If you just bought an AUG, chances are you don't have the money to kit it out just yet. Believe me, I was there. I'm going to go over all of the cheap tips and tricks that you can do right now, as well as a few smaller upgrades that might not break the bank. So, as our favorite fatherly figure would say, I'm going to go over this thing tip to butt and talk about all the upgrades that you need on your rifle. So, starting at the front, we have the KNS Discarder. This was released in the summer, autumn of last year, and it completely changed the suppressor game on AUGs. I bought my little nice can here before this was announced because, well, that's about the most suppression you could get with an OEM gas plug. The standard plug actually spits a lot of flame, port pop, and noise out the side here, which the KNS completely eliminates. I know I said this would be a cheap video, and this is actually the most expensive item on the list, so bear with me here, it gets better from here. Next on the list is actually completely free. I recommend you do this if you have a NATO stock, though if you have a standard stock with poor fitment, you can do this all the same. What I'm talking about here is bedding the stock. In this case, I added some blue painter's tape that actually shims up against the barrel release housing here. What that does is reduce stock wobble from left to right. If you have a new NATO stock, chances are the stock wobble, like stock to receiver fitment, is pretty bad. I haven't noticed this too bad on standard stocks. The few that I've had actually fit great out of the box. But with the NATO stocks, you'll get a lot of receiver wobble back and forth, and the painter's tape serves to eliminate that. So, completely free upgrade. I recommend everyone does it. I have a video on how to do it. It's actually my very first video on the channel. So moving back, I'm just going to mention the mag release quickly here. If you have a standard stock, I recommend getting the Manticore. I've actually got one right here. I think Manticore makes this. It's an extended mag release because with the standard one, you have to push it past the stock body here, so you can't just kind of fat finger it and push it flush. You actually have to push the mag release into the stock recessed, which makes it really difficult to do quickly, which in my opinion just doesn't cut it. So I recommend the Manticore on your standards. It's like 30 bucks, it's not too bad. Arid makes one, Corvus makes one. There's a bunch of really nice aluminum models out there. My personal favorite is the Manticore. It's cheap and it works great. As for NATOs, I recommend just sticking with the standard release. Now, you can swap to an AK style release. Bender Z modeled one, it's floating around Odyssey somewhere. Same for the standard actually. But I prefer the OEM release. All I did on mine was grease up the interface with the mag catch on the other side here. And I replaced the OEM magazine release spring with a modified AR-15 trigger spring because it's much weaker. The NATOs already have a spring right here that retains the magazine, so you don't need that really strong spring down here. It just makes it unnecessarily difficult, so I recommend swapping that out. Again, I have a video on the channel about this, so give it a look if you'd like. One thing I missed actually is the safety here. Now, I'm running an Arid safety on this one, but what I see a lot of guys do is they'll actually take a file or a Dremel and they'll sort of chamfer the edges here like the Arid did. And the reason for that is just because you're going to get a lot less cutting on your finger whenever you're actuating it. It can tend to poke you, cut you, rip the skin. If you want to do that for free without dropping money on the Arid safety, you absolutely can. It takes about 10 minutes. I love my Arid. It feels nice, looks nice. I'm going to stick with that. But if you want to DIY it, by all means, go for it. So the last thing I want to discuss before I end it is triggers. Now, triggers deserves an entire video of its own. I'm going to make a detailed video on trigger tuning, lubrication, all the different upgrades, and how you can safely do it without compromising drop safety. But in this case, I'm just going to make a quick mention of the Bender Z pack stop. Now, if you look here, I have the Arid version. It's made out of aluminum. It's like 60 bucks. And in my opinion, this is the best upgrade you can make to any AUG trigger, bar none. It is by far the best because it doesn't compromise drop safety and it increases your splits a lot. Now, there is actually a printed version of this. It actually came before the aluminum version. What happened was Arid got in touch with Bender Z, the guy who designed the aluminum one, and basically got permission to make these out of aluminum. So in this case, I've got the Arid stop in Quattro mod just because the trigger pull in this thing is absolutely abhorrent. But in my standard stock, I actually have a printed version. So, as you can see here, I've got one that I printed with some like gold shitty plastic, and it's worked great. In this case, I just have it taped in. If you want to, you can find the screws and have it mounted properly the same way the Arid is mounted, but you don't have to. I just taped mine in and it's worked great for the last 2.5 years now. And that's gonna wrap it up, guys. I know there's a lot more in terms of aftermarket, but I just wanted to touch on some of the heavy hitters as well as the free stuff you can do right now. Seeing as, again, you just bought an AUG, chances are you don't want to drop 400 bucks on a rail system or anything like that. So I hope this video helped. I'll have some more detailed guides in the near future, as well as some more AUG abominations. But that's going to do it for today, so I'll catch you later.